Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Kevin Hokowan. I'm a co-owner of DS Domination. I'm going to tell you my story in about 10 seconds, maybe less. I was in the United States Air Force. I retired. I stayed in Japan. There's my story. So that's that quick. But what I'm going to show you tonight, where you guys are going to really get exposed to, is a new way of growing an income from home. If you've been out there and tried to do something from home, you've basically ran into a business opportunity where it really comes down to you've got to tell someone, you've got to sell someone, you got to get them in. And the problem with that is that only 2% of the people in our space can do it. Most people can't. So what we're going to show you tonight is a new business model. And this business model is one that doesn't really require you to recruit. There's a recruiting aspect. We're going to talk about it. But this doesn't require you to recruit to grow a home-based business. What this requires you to do is really go out there and insert yourself into an economy that's already happening, into sales and into e-commerce that is already happening. I want you to do something with me. Raise your hand at home if you've ever purchased anything online. And if you raise your hand and you say, yes, I have. I've purchased coffee mugs. I've purchased lawn chair furniture. I've purchased whatever you've done, whatever you've bought online. You've been involved in a very specific process, that you could have actually profited from. Okay, things move across the internet. They move across the world in this digital age that we have, and multi-billion-dollar companies stake their entire future on the fact that people are going to pull out a credit card and they're going to buy stuff online. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk to you a little bit about and show you how you can get inside of those transactional processes. How when somebody goes out there and buys a coffee mug or buys this Blue Yeti mic that I've got here, or buys a shirt, or buys any kind of trinket or toy or thing that you can imagine that's getting sold out of the billions of different products that are sold every day, how you can just wiggle your way in and insert yourself into that process and become a powerful force in the economy and, oh, by the way, make a lot of money doing it. And it's very, very simple. And I'll tell you why it's simple. It's because people don't really know the price of things. You don't know how much this shirt would have cost me. You don't know how much this whiteboard would have cost. If this was selling on one website for $100 and another website for $200, then really all you would have to do is find out where it's selling high, sell it there, and then when you get paid for that item, you take the money and you purchase it from the site that is selling it cheaper and send it directly to the company and pocket the change. And we've been successfully teaching people how to do just that. Sounds simple, right? It's because it is. We've been teaching people how to do that for years now. Since September 2013, we actually launched the largest social experiment out there to see what would happen if we could teach people how to leverage these billion-dollar companies like Amazon, like eBay, like Walmart, like Wayfair, places where people go out and shop every single day. We wanted to see what would happen if we taught you how to go ahead and get into the process of those sales. When that thing sells, you make a profit of it. How can we wiggle you in there? And that's what we did. And we did it insanely successfully, to where some of our students, I mean, the amount of money that they are making in here is ridiculous. I don't want to put out any numbers because, income claims, and not everybody can hit some of those levels. It's a matter of work. It's a matter of putting in some effort and putting in some work, right? But we're going to teach you how to get started, how to put in some work, earn from the sales that are already happening out there. And oh, by the way, that is a residual thing. So once you do the work, you can now benefit from it over and over and over again. And that's what we're going to show you how to do. And some of the folks on the panel here today have been doing this very successfully since they started with us in DS Domination. Okay, so I want to actually bring out a couple that is near and dear to my heart. They came to our last event. They came up on stage. They taught a huge chunk of the training that you're going to get access to, that you're going to be able to leverage today. They teach this stuff because they're doing it from their home successfully, and it's amazing to see. But it's not an unattainable thing. It's something that they're doing, and they teach a lot of other people to do. So I'd love to bring out Nikki and Parrish. Look at Nikki with smiling right there. And I'd love to bring out Nikki and Parrish because they have been doing some amazing things in DS. And just if you two could tell us that business model of inserting yourself inside of the transaction, inside of the sale, just hopping, wiggling your way in, how powerful and how easy it is to do and what you've done with it, with your businesses.
Sorry about that. Our bed actually started talking to us out of nowhere, so that's why I started giggling. But yeah, I mean, just like you said, we come from a background, I mean, similar to yours, in a sense. We came from 10 years overseas, Iraq. Um, it was extremely difficult for us to figure out a way to get home. If you know anybody that's been in that type of a position, it's kind of hard to, go from one extreme, come all the way back to the U.S. and not really have a place, I don't want to say to call home, but a place to continue to bring in a good type of an income, and still give you the time and a freedom to travel and do everything else that we had been accustomed to doing for an entire decade. When DSD fell in our laps, it was probably one of the best things that we've encountered as a couple, because spending 10 years overseas, apart from each other, so close but so far away.
I barely knew her.
Yeah, I don't know how did I marry you? I didn't even know you.
You picked me up, remember?
Oh, don't go there. Long story. Okay. But finding DS Dalmatian, we've never ever had any type of sales experience. I'm an accountant by trade.
I'm a security specialist.
We're not online, or we weren't online sellers. Okay. And this entire process, just changed our lives instantly. We were able to jump onto eBay and just rock and roll on eBay in a matter of just months, go all the way to power seller. It was absolutely nuts from having zero experience whatsoever. Jumping from there to the Amazon platform. Whoa, okay, totally different, just environment, and that's where we kind of found our home. We love eBay to death, love it, love it, love it, but we are obsessed with Amazon, and we've kind of taken it and we've run with it. We take shopping trips. Who doesn't want to shop, and shop for money? Shop for profits. Not just shop to fill up your house with random stuff, but shop to actually fill up your bank account. It doesn't get any better. You get to knock out two birds with one stone. You get to fix get your shopping addiction, your shopping fix, and at the same time you're, covering expenses and bills and stuff like that. Look, my ears are getting hot. I'm so excited. You talk.
You're too much. Like she was saying, this really is an awesome opportunity. This has really changed our lives completely and totally. I can't say this enough. This is a business that you don't have to have experience in to be successful. You don't. Really, when you think about it, although Nikki worked in financing, she was an accountant, a CFO overseas, and I was in security. Everything I did, I physically done in order to make money. So I can relate to anybody out there that has a job that they go to where they are physical laborers, or where they actually feel like they need to do something and not sit in front of a screen in order to make that money. And I'm telling you, it's life-changing, and it's definitely something that everybody can do. I never thought I'd ever be in front of a computer screen making money. I really didn't. I didn't. I thought I just had to be out there interacting with people, shaking people's hands, and doing things face-to-face in order to do it. And with this model, with this company, with this business, you just don't have to do it. It just will totally transform your frame of mind and your thought train. It really will. This is just incredible. I can't say that this is incredible enough without sounding like redundant or corny, but it's literally changed our lives. It really has. 10 years overseas in Iraq, from 2005 until actually 2004 for her, 2005 for me. She's been there longer. Can you believe that? But she's not tougher than me. I'm tougher. But a decade overseas, waking up to bombs, explosions, and things like that. Kevin can attest to that, I'm sure. And then to come home and do this transition, and
you're waking up to cha-chings and
yeah,
the phone going ding ding,
or the doorbell for a change. You got to imagine what that was like the first time the doorbell went off. We didn't know whether to jump or attack or do what, because we just weren't used to that kind of thing. So this really took us out of out of harm's way, and gave us a security, gave us a foundation, gave us something that we can build together. You know, build a strong financial backing together, and really it helped us to come together as well, because I mean I realized how tough she was until I literally had to work with her for her. You know, it's crazy.
But not just for us, for the family as well. It's become a family thing. We've got our daughter, my mother. We've got aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, friends. It's something that everybody can do, and you know, you never realize that what you put out there, what you're doing, other people are watching, and they actually are. Yeah. And you know, they get interested and they want to know, okay, well, how did you get from there to there, and how are you at home still? You know, why are you still back at home and you're not flying somewhere else to go to work? You know, how are you able to do this? Yeah. And we'll say, oh, okay, well, you want to know? Well, come on over. You can help me pack a box to send to Amazon.
It's awesome, just the freedom, being able to wake up when you want. Obviously, we do a lot of work. I mean, there are nights where we stay up kind of late. You know, I said doo-doo, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
There are some nights where we do stay up late, but you know what? We are in control. That is the biggest thing. If you want control of your life, okay, if you want control of your life, you want a sense of belonging and a sense of ownership. This is for you. This is for you. Trust me, and I'm a really hard sell. I really am. This is for you.
That's awesome. Now, I want to walk everybody through kind of the process, because their business, you know, Nikki and Parish's business has escalated, right? And in every business, you want to look at it as something like, how can I scale this? If I can start out and make, you know, $10 my first day or my first week, how can I bring that up to higher levels? And here's what it would look like for you, who, you know, the person who's watching this for the first time. I'm talking to you. If you just saw this, you've never heard about DS Domination, or you're on the fence and you're like, should I spend $20 to get in here? Actually, yeah, you should get in here right now. Then don't even listen anymore. Just get started. But if you want to know what your experience is going to be like and how you're going to get started so quickly, it really comes down to this. You would get in the back office for $20. You would have an account with DS Domination, and you would start going through what's called the pro level. And what happens in that pro level is we start teaching you how to source items specifically from Amazon and sell them on eBay. Whether you like Amazon or hate Amazon, or you like eBay or hate eBay, you're going to love them come tomorrow morning, because what you're going to be able to do is go over to Amazon and find a product that's selling for, you know, $100 over there, and you'll see that same product selling on eBay over and over again for $200, $150, $130, $140. You'll list that item on eBay, and when it sells, you then go right back to Amazon, you purchase it with the profits you got, you purchase it, and you have it shipped directly to your customer. That's drop shipping. That's where everyone on this panel had got started at. All right, that's where you start at. Where you end is something totally different. Okay, you're scaling your business in new ways that we'll teach you guys about once you get inside. But really today, what you'll be doing is, for $20, you'll be getting inside of DS Domination, going through that process. And we've had people grow in income, I mean, overnight with this stuff. And one of the trainers that we have in that pro level that you'll really gonna you know, learn from and really get some, you know, a lot of information, step-by-step coaching from, is Kenya. And Alessandro, you'll be hearing a lot from him, you know, towards the end of that pro training. But Kenya, I really want to find out, and I want to just communicate maybe even a little bit better than I can do, or just share with what you've seen. How have people been doing with that process in the beginning? How quick can they earn with this? And really, I mean, how fast can they get up and running with this? And what was your experience when you first got started?
Hi, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I'm excited to be here and share this, because this opportunity is unique. And to address the questions that Kevin asked me, I got started back in August of 2013 in pre-launch, and I really didn't think it was going to work. My husband and I had a competition, and who was going to sell more on eBay, and I'm just like, this is, you know, I had 14 items up, and I didn't make one sale, and he was making sales within his first week. But we have had people make sales within 24 hours. We have had people make sales quicker than that. We've had people take a little longer. And the ones that take a little longer, which is my case, is usually because they did what I did, which is get the overview of the training and think I know it and just go, you know. And what I needed to do was really pay attention to the details. The training in the beginning, it was good, but it was raw. And the training we have now is just so step by step for people, because we've learned over the last almost year and a half, almost a little over than that, we've learned what people need. We've heard so many questions and got so much feedback that we've implemented these simple step by step by step. Pay attention to the details, follow the steps, and you will make money. Since DSD 2.0 is launched, we have had I have seen testimonial after testimonial from people within the company saying that by implementing the small changes that they learned in the new pro training, by implementing the SEO techniques and the photo techniques and the titling techniques and all of that, their sales have actually increased. And these are people who have been in a while. So it's helping so many people. And again, if you're going to make sales right away or takes a long time is really going to depend on how much you pay attention to the training and implement those details that are there for you. We have left no stone unturned at this point. So I'm very excited about it. And just going back to the beginning, Alessandro beat me by a landslide in our contest, and I don't like to be beat. So it was it was not good. But for him, he watched it once, and he understood it quicker than I did. I had to watch it 3 times. So you may be one of those people that have to watch it a couple times to make sure you capture all the details. He's a detail-oriented person, and I'm like, let's go, So it depends on your personality, how many times you're going to need to dive in. But this is the only business that I know of where I can tell somebody, join me, and I promise you will make money. And they do. So
I'll tell you, it's really cool that you guys had a competition. And it's good to see Alessandra beat you at something for once. No? Okay. But it's really cool to see the two perspectives, right? Because I mean, really, all you're doing at the pro level is, again, going over, finding items that are selling on eBay, and then sourcing those items on Amazon. And if the price is different enough to where you'll make a profit, then you list it on eBay, it sells. What happens? You get the money, and then you pocket the change when you purchase that item from Amazon, sending it direct to your customer. It's that simple. And we have someone on here that has excelled everyone in here has excelled in these areas, but it's really cool because everyone on this panel in some way, shape, or form is a trainer inside of DS Domination, and you're going to get to learn directly from them. So usually when you learn about a network marketing opportunity or a way to grow a home-based business, you get on a webinar, you get on a Hangout, and you hear from these people that are doing these big things, but they're not actually the ones teaching it. In here, what we do is, we make sure that the folks teaching it are the ones doing the best at it, so that our members get the best training, the best tools, the best software, period, to help them build their business. And I saw a couple other folks pop on here, which I'm glad they made it, which is Matt and Josh. And Matt, I'd love to bring you out real quick if you could just talk a little bit about your experiences with DS and where you started out with it, where you are now. Because if you don't know Matt, he was actually he did a lot of Q&A at our last event where he would just stand there and answer questions. People would ask him questions, he'd answer it, and he helped a lot of people. And he's been growing his business inside of DS, and we're just 110% proud of everything he's doing. So Matt, can I have you come out real quick since you're here and talk a little bit about DS Domination and what you see and why someone should get started right now?
Hey, Kevin, can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear.
All right, awesome. Still just sitting in bed here from the surgery, but yeah, definitely. So I started same time as Kenya back in August of 2013. I initially started selling on eBay and did real well. Well, I kind of did a Kenya. I actually put up 3 things. and said, we'll just see if this works, right? And about 2 weeks later, it hadn't worked. I said, well, that was dumb, and put up about 20 more things. And the next day, I woke up to a sale, and it was out of stock. So my dad was really laughing at me at the time. And now we have software in place, right, that'll fix it all. But that was my first sale out of stock. So, and then after that, it just kind of took off. And I mean, sales, about 2-3 sales a day, I'd say, starting in my third week, and kind of built up from there. Starting in February of 2014, I started selling on Amazon as well. And that ramped up. I think I put up 10 items my first night, a little more quick than eBay. And I woke up to 3 sales the next morning, and the difference between night and morning to me is very, very slim. So, that took off pretty quick. I'd say I probably made $1,000 my first month, 3,000 maybe months 2 and 3, and then it just kind of skyrocketed to 5-figure income month 4 and onward. So that's just all off drop shipping, all off copying and pasting. Definitely not a huge recruiter at all. And I mean, it's just been an amazing ride. And then we have options as well, and there's just money coming in from everywhere. So definitely appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to teaching everyone who joins us tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is awesome because it's really cool to see people come into DS and they're skeptical, right? And that's how we want you to enter. We kind of want you to come in and just go, let me see if I can do this, because we know you can. Because what we're talking about here is copying a title, pasting a title, making a couple changes that we teach you how to do. That we have software that helps you do that. We're talking about taking a picture, dragging it on over. It's so simple to do. We don't like to say copy and paste profits. Well, we kind of do like to say copy and paste profits because a lot of it is copy and pasting, a little bit of editing. You have a listing up, you walk away. And that once it starts selling, that's a residual income that comes in for you. And it's not to the point where in most of these network marketing companies you hear about, we encourage team building and helping other people and being an affiliate in here. But at the same token, there's a lot of people in here that don't want to do those things. And they're also in a position where they don't have to talk with customers or do any of this stuff. You're not bogged down. You could literally hide behind your computer and do this. And that's something that appeals to a lot of people, and that has been responsible for the success of a lot of people. So it's really cool. But I want to talk about one thing. There's a lot of, if you were to just take this whole concept and say, oh, okay, all you're doing is finding it low here, finding it high here, copying it over and selling it. Great, cool, I can do that. Why do I need a DS domination? Well, there's about 50 reasons why you would need the training, the tools, the software, and everything. But there's actually, we have folks in here, and one of the guys I want to bring out, Alessandro, because he's really good at helping people get kind of unstuck, right, in situations and really look at their business in a way that's going to help them just from the start get you into profit. And his training is actually the last couple videos in the first Pro module, right? And at the end of Pro, which is what I want you to get started at with right now. And if you're on this page, just click on that button below and just get over there and stop, listen, and move. But Alessandro is really good at getting people unstuck. So and helps them look at their business in the way that they have to, because as he would say, this is a business. And you have to treat it like a business because it's going to pay you like a business. But Alessandro, can I bring you out real quick and just kind of, let everyone know, because I'm sure there's a lot of people here getting started right now, and I want to just have them walk into this with the right mindset as they move forward.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Can you hear me okay?
I got you loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. Because the initial investment to this is only $19.95, it can easily be dismissed from a lot of people. It's like, well, I'll give it a shot. If the stars don't all line up in the right order or whatever, then I'll just go do something else. But, what I can tell people after you guys watch this opportunity webinar and you sign up is that there's a little bit of a learning curve here, but it gets easier and easier as you entrench yourself in it. When you're starting to look up items and whatnot, it'll start to get more and more easier as you go through it. And so a lot of people, they get stuck with certain things, and I think we've done a really good job with all the new training that's in the back office. I think everyone, especially people on this panel here, have done an excellent job of really honing in on the detail of it. But the best way I think I could probably describe how DS domination works is, as a little kid, when we used to go on vacation, we used to play, it was called Love Bug. And we'd have to, with my brothers, we would have to try and find the yellow love bug on the highway. And so when we see it, so we say, hey, there's a yellow love bug, And so what happens is those love bugs were always there. It's just now your mind is more trained to be able to see them. And so the same thing happens here in DS domination, is that as you start putting up listings, yes, it's a numbers game, and yes, you got to put more listings up, but you start to get better and better and better at it, and before you know it, you're putting up a bunch of listings super fast. You're able to look and find where the good deals are and whatnot. And so, with that being said, DS domination is just a great tool. It's it's low startup, but I tell you what, it will pay you a lot of money if you really apply yourself and just work at it. And what I love most about it, Kevin, is that if I decide not to recruit anybody or tell anybody, I could still make money sitting in front of my computer, and that's what I love about it. And so, my advice to those that are getting ready to give this a shot: go in full throttle, watch the videos. I'd say 99.9% of the questions are going to be answered in that video for you, and you're going to get good at this, and you're going to make a lot of money, and it's going to be awesome. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, it's so cool that you can come into this and day one have really not much of a clue as to what's going on. All you know is, hey, I'm going to grab an item that is already selling on eBay. I'm going to find that same item on Amazon, and I'm going to list it on eBay to make a profit with Amazon, and when it sells, I ship it from Amazon straight to my customer. You walk in just knowing that. If you knew just that, you can do this. But as time goes by, as you get through the training, as you go through the tutorials, as you get on our live weekly or bi-weekly pro webinars where we walk you through this stuff in greater detail, because, I mean, who doesn't want to be on live webinars to make sure you guys are getting up and running? Of course you want to have that. So we've got that for you, and as you do that, you start getting more knowledge and more information. You start growing, and you start getting better and better at this stuff. And it's really cool because, yeah, you can do it with no prior knowledge, but once you start getting really, really good at it, things just start picking up quickly. That's why you hear a lot of people say, hey, the first couple days I made some money, but I really didn't start making a lot of money until week 2, 3, 4. My business just started going crazy. It's because of that shift. They started learning a little bit more about what to do. Yeah, you can do it without any of that stuff, but man, if you want to scale it big, then you've got to really dig into the training, which is really cool. So we got something for everybody here, and progressively as you keep going, you're going to earn more money with this model. And again, it's e-commerce. We're talking about things that are out there already selling, and you're wiggling your way into it. We're showing you how to do that. The sale was already going to happen. Somebody woke up this morning, decided they're going to buy this coffee cup. This is what they're looking for. The sale was already going to happen. It's already happening. All we're teaching you to do is be the one that they buy that from. That's it. That's what we teach you to do. The sale was already going to happen. The money was already going to be spent. The person was already going to purchase that. It would happen with or without you. That cycle would have happened to the tune of billions and billions of dollars a day. What you're learning here is how to insert yourself into that billions and billions of dollars a day and getting just a small chunk of that, and then scaling it to get a bigger and bigger chunk of it every month. Now, there's also something that we have here, and it's an affiliate program. And one of the biggest difference from DS Domination, everything else out there, hands down, period, is that you can make money with the product. And actually, when we went to our event and we walked people on stage, most of the money, the biggest incomes that were earned were from the e-commerce side. All right? The folks who are big in affiliates tended to make less than the guy who was really big on the e-commerce side. It's just how it works because it's a bigger pie. But for those of you who are into network marketing and recruiting, into building something, building a team, building a family inside of a network marketing company and helping people, we have that for you too. And a lot of companies, that's what they base their entire business model around. How many people can we get in the door? And that's a mathematical flaw, because if everybody in the world joined that, you would have, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. $1 comes into the company, right? And then X amount of dollars has to go out to pay the rep, the distributor. So if one person's making $1,000 a month, that actually means mathematically that somebody else can't make money in the company, or else the whole thing would collapse because $1 goes in and X amount comes back out. But we want to encourage you to grow an income from many different angles. And so we have a very strong affiliate program where we pay out somewhere around 72% of what comes in, we pay back out to the affiliates. That is always our goal. That's our aim. And a lot of people make a huge income doing that as well. Two of the folks that we have on this call, one is Josh and one is Aaron. And Josh, we haven't heard from him. I'd like to bring him out real quick. I mean, he's doing some training on how to really get people in front of this opportunity using Craigslist ad, and man, he's been doing some amazing stuff. So Josh, can I bring you out real quick and have you talk a little bit about what you've done with DS Domination and how you've seen people, having success with that on the affiliate side real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. I just want to start out by saying, first of all, my name is Josh Jacobs. I'm 23 years old. I started when I was 21 years old in October of 2013. And here's the reason why I really got started, because I had an eBay store when I was 15 years old, and I ran an eBay business all through high school. Selling items for friends for a commission, selling them for my parents, friends, and all that type of stuff. And I made good money. So I've always known that people can make money on eBay. Drop shipping, I used to do that too. And I didn't do it quite the same way, and I didn't do as well. But when I saw, the drop shipping side of things attached to the affiliate side of things, for me, as I started affiliate marketing, I said, wow, this is a home run. And I knew it right away because, like Kevin said, most companies, you come in and they say, hey, write a list of all your family and friends, and then get them on this sales call and just be a walking sales pitch everywhere you go. That is not what anybody wants to do. And I knew that immediately when I saw, hey, I can promote this to people and they will never even have to recruit a single person to make money. I knew that it was a home run. And so basically I joined and I started posting some Craigslist ads, and I pretty much built my entire business on Craigslist. And I think today my affiliate commissions are a little over $130,000 in 18 months or so. It works, right? I'm 23 years old. I don't have any special talents or anything like that. I'm not some guru. I just found this opportunity, luckily, and I posted some ads, and that's. I know it sounds so easy, but it trust me, it takes work and it takes perseverance and consistency. But once you got that formula down, which we all teach you, it really just becomes a whole lot easier than working a corporate job or anything like that. And it's been incredible. It's changed my life completely. I'm even starting to do a lot more on the e-commerce side now. Me and my brother started up our Amazon business. So far this month, we've got about 20,000, a little over 20,000 in sales. So I'm excited to see how far that grows. And there's just so many different ways to make money in this company. I can talk about it for so long, but it's changed my life. I love this company. I'm very, very grateful.
Yeah, that's amazing. You're in college. And this is what you're doing with this, and not just on the affiliate side. You kind of straddle both sides of the line here, which is really cool because most people, when they look at the affiliate side, they're just stuck with the affiliate side. They can't do both. But you have a backup plan, am I right? If the affiliate side went away tomorrow, what would you have? You'd have a business, right?
Right.
That's what it comes down to. So it's really cool. So for those of you out there who are into the affiliate marketing world, this is something you can do. Grow your affiliate base to, have your teams if you have teams or whatever you're going to do. Grow it out, promote it, show people. But at the end of the day, they're going to make money on the product side as well. You can make money on the product side as well, and you get out of this cycle of bringing people into a network marketing company and having it fail. Because they're not making money and you're the only one there that is. And that's what happens out there in the industry. A leader in network marketing, which I've built many companies in network marketing, and they've always failed at some point because the average person that came in is not making money with that. Here, if they're not able to promote, guess what? It doesn't matter. because they still have their Amazon, their eBay business, their e-commerce side, and they make a lot of money doing that. But there's another distinct thing, and I want to ask Aaron Andrews about this. He's kind of sitting there, and we let the sun kind of go down on him, so he's lost his light. But I do want to say this, and I want to get Aaron's opinion on this. Okay, I've been in network marketing for quite a while. Okay, I was the guy who would say, look, join my business opportunity, because if you pitch it and you sell it, you can make money too, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to show you how I recruit people. And I attempted to do that for a very long time. I could always recruit people because I had done so in the past, pretty much because I got lucky. But that's another conversation. But I'm able to recruit and grow network marketing companies. The problem is nobody else was able to. Very few people were able to have an income in those network marketing companies, and over time it all collapsed. And it collapsed because the average person wasn't succeeding. So they start dropping out, attrition kicks in, and guess what? That's it. That's the only income that I'm basing this off of. In DS, the whole side of DS domination is you have an income with these external sources. We actually call that the cost offset model. But you have all this income coming in from external sources, from eBay, from Amazon, doing all this arbitrage, doing all this stuff that we're going to teach you how to do today, that you're going to get started with today. And so if you can't build a team, it doesn't matter. Also, big secret, every guru who has built a network marketing company, they can do that because they're leveraging their past results. They have good results in a company, it falls apart, they go to a new one and say, look what I did in this last company, the one that just fell apart. They don't tell you that part, but that's what happens. And Aaron, I want to find out if I'm spot on this or if I'm going crazy, because I've built some huge network marketing companies in the past, and I'll tell you, the only reason why I can do that now is because I've built some huge network marketing companies in the past. So what kind of success can people have if they don't have that cycle? Like, how can they recruit? What makes this different than everything else, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, basically, sorry about the darkness in here, because like Kevin said, the sun did go down and my lighting is really terrible. Yeah, that's something I gotta work on. Yeah, I mean, you are spot on as far as what you're doing is you're leveraging your past success in what you've done before. I've been in this online make money network marketing space for about 19 years, and exactly what Kevin said is exactly what happens. You're basically leveraging your past success, and what happens is over time, unfortunately, people can't duplicate your success, or it's very, very, very difficult, and that success tends to wither away because people are here basically for a few different reasons. One of the most important ones is to make money. The other one is camaraderie. The other one is to feel part of something in a family. And basically we have all that here. And what I always fall back on is, hey, look, somebody can come in here and make money without recruiting, and I dare you, like, go find another company out there that you can do that with. Because basically you can't. You go into a network marketing company, like Kevin said, the old adage is, hey, look, let's go make a list of 100 people, your doctor, your lawyer, your chiropractor, your massage therapist, and all these people, and we're going to go pitch them on the jungle juice and all that stuff. And no offense to anybody if you're doing that, but that's cool. But it's really difficult to build a long-term residual income, which is what I want. I want the residual income. The one-shot wonder and these kind of things, that's cool, but then then if all falls apart and you got to build all over again. And I'm sure Kevin can attest, and Kenya and Alessandro, and I don't know how much experience Nikki and Matt have with that, but it gets hard. I mean, you're basically selling off your last success and leveraging off your last success, and people stop believing you. So basically what you have here is somebody can come in, they can make money without recruiting, period, and if they want to go out there and start to build the business side, which I believe they do, if they can show people that they have results, then hey, you got both sides. You got an affiliate side and you have a product side, and you can go back and forth between the two of them and make money on both sides. So that's what I see here, Kevin. I mean, I'm eternally grateful to you guys for what you've given to my family and I, and my little 7-year-old daughter that's upstairs right now with her friend. It's summertime, so yeah, man, that's it. Cool deal.
I love it. I mean, there's this panel here as all walks of life and people who have totally different experiences. You know, we got a couple that were in Iraq, right? I mean, in war zones, and all the way to the college guy who's in here teaching you how to do the marketing side of the house on Craigslist, you know, and has just blown it up. And it's really cool because we don't have just, you know, when you step into DS, you're going to find out real quick that you're not just stepping into a back office and tutorials and stuff. You're stepping into a family. And that's what we have here. And you'll see that permeate through everything that we do inside of DS Domination. You know, when you get in here, you're going to be in a Facebook group. You're going to get a lot of support from a lot of different angles. Okay, so get started, get in here, get moving, get going, click on that button and start now. And really just leverage all the talent that's on this panel. Leverage the trainings that we have, the bi-weekly training to make sure that you're on the right course, to make sure you're going in the right direction. You know, I mean, get in here and leverage all of the talent, the raw talented people in here that are giving and just giving and giving all of everything they got. They don't hold anything back. They teach you. And it's just, it's really humbling, and it's an amazing thing to watch. And I love the fact that our members they just help each other freely. So really, really cool. I appreciate everyone on the panel. I want to kind of wrap this up because I know it's still early enough for those of you who are watching this to get started right now, right? You still have time. And I know what time it is. Okay, it's 9 p.m. Eastern almost. You got plenty of time to get started and get in here and at least get in the back office and go through the orientations and start getting through the training, the pro level and the elite level. And we just got all kinds of stuff happening back there that you need to be a part of. But it starts right now. Get in there right now today and start watching the videos. Don't even take action. Just go through and watch the tutorials. Watch how the software works. Watch how everything works to get you up and running, get you moving. And then tomorrow when you wake up, or if you come home, if you work, when you get home from work, whatever your schedule is, when you have time to sit down, then start implementing, okay? And you'll have a clear-cut path on what you need to be doing. And it's very, very easy. And you know, if you're watching this webinar, you're going to see in the back office a link to follow us or add us on Facebook. I want you to do that, and I want you to say, Kevin, you know, I came from the hangout that you just had, and I did what you said. I got started, and after I got started, I went ahead and I went to sleep. Next day, I started implementing, and here are my results after a few days. That's what I want to hear, because we know from the thousands of other people before that you have the ability to get in here and make an income really, really, really fast. And that's what we want you to do. So get started, get moving, get going. Don't wait. Don't say, oh, I'll come back tomorrow, because you probably won't. And your situation in life won't change. If you need to grow a home-based business, I mean, if you need to have some kind of external income coming in, even if it's just a couple $100s a month to pay your car note, or if it's, you know, whatever level you need to get to, because I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, it's a need, it's not a want. Get in, get involved, get started. Let everyone on this panel help you out. Let the Facebook groups help you out. Let the live training bi-weekly help you out. Leverage the software, leverage the system, leverage the platform. Start making some money today, like right now. Get in, and let us help you, you know, reach whatever goal you have out there to in your financial world. So, I think that's about it. Thanks everyone for being on here. I think we're gonna put this up here. It says click the link. So click the link, do that, get in here, and again, please recycle, because it says that on there too. So awesome. Take care. Talk soon, everyone. Good night, and get started ASAP. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
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 Good night, everyone. Thanks.